Hey, everybody, this is Rick Hadrava, and I got asked by a number of people this week if I would just do a quick recording to talk about our Epic Business Advisory Mastermind. This is our 13-week virtual event that we do. We've been doing. It actually was a creation that came out of 2020 and everything that we had to deal with. It's been hugely successful. And so, I've done a couple calls this week, and a good number of people joined those calls, but I've had more of you ask if I would just, quickly do maybe a little video that could be shared. So I wanted to do that today. And let me start by just saying, for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm just like you. I'm a business owner. I own two businesses. One is a wealth management company, an RIA firm. That's a registered investment advisory firm. I've been in the wealth management business for more than 26 years now. I have a partner. She runs our day-to-day. I have a team, and they do a great job. But I also run a business advisory practice. And this is a business that, if you've heard of our podcast, The Over 50 Entrepreneur, it is under that umbrella. And Epic Business Advisory does one-on-one work. It does these masterminds. It does live events. We speak at events and just bring as much information as we can to the business community. And it really came from an experience where I failed miserably. I had a business owner who abruptly passed away and left their family with no liquidity in the business, an unsellable business, if you will, and a whole lot of headache and problems. And what I determined was, through that situation, a need to go out and educate myself on how to be more valuable to other business owners and how to maybe run my business differently than what I was to that point. And so I went out and I've gotten my exit planning designation, which means I'm certified to help business owners get ready to sell. But what I wanted was more than that, because everybody's on their own personal journey, their own business owner timeline. Some of you listening to this call, maybe you're starting out your business or only been in business for a couple of years. Others of you, you might be considering the sell of your business over the next 3, 4, 5 years. And the rest of us might be in the middle, where we've still got 10, 15, 20 years ahead of us as we grow our business. And as my experience, as my expertise grew, I came across the Value Builder program. It's a company. It's a system, if you will, created by John Warlow, who actually went through the task of putting his business up for sale and reflected back on that process and looked for ways to improve it. With over 60,000 businesses, I believe, today that have gone through the program, it's a wonderful scorecard opportunity to look at your business through the lens of an acquirer and scoring each and every one of the value drivers that a business would look at if they were to buy your business, or an owner would look at, or an acquirer, whatever you want to call them, would look for if they were to size up your business to write that check. And what I've found over the years is it's incredibly valuable, whether you're starting out in business, whether you're thinking about selling the business, or whether you're just trying to grow and have more freedom for yourself as an entrepreneur. And that is the core of the programs that I've developed with the Freedom Formula and the continued work that we do, that we just continue to learn and grow and share in our communities. And so that's just a little bit about me and a little bit about the Value Builder system. Let me explain what the Mastermind is all about. We all know, if you've read Think and Grow Rich, you know that Napoleon Hill was very much on the forefront of understanding the need to connect with other people to learn and grow and expand what we're doing. Being an entrepreneur oftentimes is a solo adventure, and that's not where the best of us comes from. It's from being around other like-minded individuals. And matter of fact, studies show that training alone, going through one of these programs that are out there today, and believe me, I've been through several of them. Yeah, you can increase your productivity, but when you have accountability, and we get that accountability through others, through our peers, we can see productivity go up as much as 88%. So if you're looking to invest money in yourself and in your business to grow and strengthen what you're already doing, just know this: the potential ROI of that investment can go up extensively when you're part of a group that has the accountability element along with the execution on those new tools and techniques that are out there. So what do you get from this program? A unique opportunity to identify the areas in your business that maybe need to be reinvented or pivot. I hate that word. I think it was an overused word in 2020, but I'm going to use it here all the same. We want to strengthen those value drivers that I talked about and give you a good way to score those and know how to move with the group and on your own. We want to bring that like-minded group of entrepreneurs to bring their expertise and experience to the network and their expanded network. If you think about it, each one of us has a network, and imagine how exponential we can grow our networks by getting to know other people outside the network. And this is a great opportunity for that as well. Lastly, it's a dedicated place and time to step back, focus on the business, the urgent but not important part of the business, because that's where the value is created. And that's what this program is designed to do: create value. So we do that through a virtual mastermind, which you guys have probably all seen some sort of fashion or other. We're all moving to virtual these days. And this is a great opportunity to do that. It's a team of peers to help navigate through this crisis that we've been through in 2020 and looking forward into 2021. Here's just an example. I think it's really important to share with everybody who's considering being part of this program some of the experience that other people have gone through and their testimonials. And this is Matt Tipton, great guy with YHR. He's the founder of YHR. And these are just his comments. And the thing I would hone in on here is, in addition, the ability to collaborate with other business owners experiencing the same pain points and providing solutions is exponentially valuable. The material is fabulous, guys. I will tell you, you're going to see something just through the material that will be valuable to you and worth every penny that you invest in this program. But it's the connections, it's experience from those other like-minded people that will be the secret sauce. So the value builder system, let's take a deeper dive very quickly. This is where we focus to double your value, double the offers should you ever think of selling. And what a better position to be in every morning when you wake up knowing that your company, whether you want to grow it for 25 years or think about selling it in the near future, that you're ready should anything come to upset the apple cart, as we like to say. But basically, what is the value builder system? In a nutshell, it is a scoring system for improving the value of your company by looking at each one of those value drivers through the lens of an acquirer. So we're going to look at your growth potential. We're going to put it under a microscope. We're going to look at your hierarchy of recurring revenue. We're going to look at your financial performance, Switzerland structure, valuation teeter-totter, on and on. Why does this matter? Well, with over 55,000 businesses, and like I said, I think that number is actually 60,000 or more today, what we've discovered with the value builder system is that the average score coming in, that first snapshot, the score is somewhere around that 59 to 60 point, and that average valuation based on that average multiple of pre-tax profits comes in somewhere around 3.5%. But those businesses that have been able to work towards a score of 90 or better, not only are seeing the value of their business almost double, a little more than double actually, but they're actually getting more offers when they go to sell than those with a lower multiple. So if you could figure that out, what it took to make those things happen, is that not something that you'd want to do? Well, let's put a little number to it to really magnify the potential ROI of this program. Let's say your pre-tax profits come in at 800,000, your score is 60. and that renders you a multiple of somewhere around 3.5%. Well, it's estimated that the value of your business would be about $2.8 million. Now, remember that ultimately the value of your business is whatever anybody's willing to write you a check for. But as an estimate of value, what we want to focus in is, what if I could get my value builder score north of 60, like maybe in that 90 range? Well, the funny thing here is you'll notice that my math doesn't make sense if you're paying attention. I went from 800,000 in pre-tax profits. I threw a 7.1 multiple and got 7.1 million as the potential value. We know that's not true, but I want to make this point to show you that going through the value builder program and looking at the different ways to grow that value through the eyes of an acquirer typically not only increases the multiple for your business, but what we found is it has the potential to increase the pre-tax profits, bigger revenues, bigger profits because of the work that you do. So if we were able to raise your pre-tax profits from 800,000 to $1 million, let's say, then your multiple would work through accordingly. For an apples to apples comparison though, let's just say that that number, if you were able to get to 90 and get that multiple over that double point from 3.5 to 7.1, you would have $5.6 million in value. And that is double the amount of a current multiple of 3.5%. Benefits of the value builder system are simple. We view the company through the eyes of potential acquirer, looking at the 8 value drivers. We hone in on the areas that could negatively impact receiving any kind of premium offer so that we can make adjustments. And we make improvements to better position the company. Again, whether you're in business for the next 25 years or you're thinking of selling, these are things that will drive real value for you as a business owner. And then lastly, we tie it all together with a weekly mastermind call with peers where we share and discuss the ways to execute on each one of these value drivers. This is just a quick idea, run around the wheel of what we talk about. We start by giving you a value builder assessment. Then we start going through each one of these modules week after week, one at a time, so that we don't overwhelm ourselves and that we can actually execute on the different improvements that we want to do. Each module and each week, you will get a video or two to watch. You'll get an online tool with exercises where you can work on your business. And like I said, the weekly virtual meeting. This pretty much just outlines what I've already talked about. The one thing I will tell you is throughout the program, you will have unlimited access to the Value Builder system. That's 24 hours, 7 days a week to a portal that is specific to your business, to your assessment, that you can go in and revisit and work on at your leisure. Here's an example of what the portal might look like, or what the portal actually looks like. So you'll notice over here on the left side of the screen, there's all these different modules. And this is basically what we are working through at the core of our program over 13 weeks. When you are done with the 13-week program, you will have a vast knowledge of the different value drivers that go through this program. Those are again, the value drivers that an acquirer would look at if they were to put your business under the microscope. So here's an example of an exercise that we work through, the Scalability Finder. What we do is we log all your products and services down on this program. And then what we do is we rank them from 1 to 5 on how teachable they are. Least teachable 1, 5 being most teachable. And then we also look at them from how differentiated they are. Are they a commodity or are they highly differentiated? And then lastly, we look at them from the customer's repurchase ability. Is this a product or service that they're going to come back to time and time again? And what we do is we rank those and we plot those out for you, and we start to discuss and identify maybe what your highest potential products and services are. These are the biggest steps in scaling a business. Too many people get bogged down in things that are high customization or low potential to teach somebody else to do. And so we want to be able to show that and identify that as the greatest potential that your business might have. Great opportunity to share and explore. And what's funny is I've seen new business opportunities between members of our mastermind groups come from this one exercise alone. Here's another testimonial from Ari, who's been in our program, and just wanted to share that again. I think testimonials speak volumes compared to what I might tell you. I think here's another one to consider, and this is, I love these guys, and they've given great feedback as we've gone through the program. And so now we get to the time where we think about the investment, because again, we have a core element of training in this. We bring together 12 business owners for accountability, for network, to share and grow together with the potential to have amazing ROI. And so there's got to be some ground rules as we go through this. So my request in what I want from anybody that's part of our program is that you commit to set aside time each week for both the calls and to go onto the portal to do the videos and the exercises that are there, deemed your homework, if you will. We also want everyone to commit to this homework, because if you're not doing the work, then it's a complete waste of your time. And then remember that everything that's said on these masterminds, and these are strictly confidential calls. Everybody needs to remain positive. Everyone needs to speak from experience, turn off the devices, find a quiet place. Basically what I'm telling you is, if you will commit to doing the homework over the next 13 weeks, to being a part of the group, to supporting like-minded entrepreneurs and learning and growing together, I know you'll get the return on investment, because I've seen it, I've experienced it. So this mastermind, we price $1,300 a month for 3 months. So $3,900 for the complete 13-week program. Again, it's 12 business owners. We limit it at that group of 12 so that we can have an intimate enough setting to where people will open up and be honest and engage. Again, that's where the secret sauce is. We'll give you your very own value builder assessment. Guys, this is something I charge $500 for on its own. You get a platform that you can jump on 24 hours a day through your portal with videos and tools. In addition, you have accountability partners. What we do in our first call is we match up each and every one of the business owners that's in the group with somebody in the group they don't know. And we ask that you get on a call for 30 minutes or an hour or whatever it takes to do a quick accountability check with each other as you're working through each week. This has led to great relationships. I'm told all the time that these are partnerships or relationships that will be there for a long time. And I really believe it's one of the biggest benefits of the program. In addition, because this is the new group, I have some bonus tools and different things that we'll be handing out to this specific group just for this mastermind. And so I'm excited to be able to share. I'm asked all the time, well, who's this really designed for? And guys, like I talk about all the time, I believe we're all on our own journey. We're all at different parts of the business owner timeline. And some of us are just getting started. Some of us are winding down. Some of us are in the middle. And this is really for owners with at least 500,000 in revenues, up to 25 million in revenues. And one of the questions I've been asked in the past is, well, if I'm only doing, let's say, $1 million in revenue, am I going to be intimidated by somebody doing 25 million? And I will just share with you that in my experience, that's never the case. Somebody with 25 million might have some other issues that you don't have to deal with, but they are also looking for the same thing. They've just scaled themselves to a point and had some success, and we want to draw from that experience. And so each and every one of our groups has had great, just great chemistry, because they're like-minded. If any of these things that I've talked about today doesn't suit you, then I don't want you to join our call, because we won't get anything out of it. You won't, we won't, and that's not what we're looking for. But don't worry about where you are in the moment. Worry about where it is you want to be and who you want to be around. And why you join this is for your own reasons. But I will tell you, I'm not big on collecting money and not delivering. I've sat through the business programs where they give a lot of theory and you walk away with a lot of notes and no way to implement it other than to go get some coaching. This is a program where if you go through the 13-week program and you don't get value, if you don't absolutely believe you got your money's worth out of this program, I'll give you 100% of your money back. I will write you a check personally because I want you to get the most out of it. And that means that I'm going to expect that you're engaging, that you're showing up, that you're doing the work, and that you're sharing with our group. I'm going to tell you that as I thought about it, because I want to kick off the January group with a little bit of fashion, and like I said, we've got some extras that I'm really excited to share with this group, I've decided to give a discount just to get things started. This is, instead of $1,300 a month, this is $995 a month for 3 months, only for the January mastermind. So if you are on the fence, hopefully this gets you on the fence the right way, get you on the other side of wanting to engage with us. I promise you won't be disappointed. So what are the next steps? 1, if you want to join our mastermind, simply email me at rick@epicsbiz.com. That's rick@epicsbiz.com, and let me know that you want to join. From there, I will send you an invoice via PayPal for your first month's investment. Once you've paid that, you will receive an email confirmation with the link for you to go in and get your very own Value Builder assessment. Remember, I said that's $500 all by itself. That will also be the workbook that will be core to the material that we cover over the 13 weeks. And then lastly, just join us for the kickoff call on January 14th, and let's get to work. I promise, I'm a big believer in what you do the next 90 days, whether it's your health, whether it's your spiritual well-being, whether it's your business, your finances. What you do the next 90 days will just clear the path for the rest of the year and give you the momentum to get through 2021, no matter what it has to offer. So I appreciate your time. If you have questions, feel free to email me or give me a call. My information is down here below at 405-257-0301 or rick@epicsbiz.com. I look forward to talking to you, and I look forward to having you be a part of our program. Thank you.